Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you briefly about 6 things I tell my 18-year-old self. Let's get started and talk about it. I turned 60 at the end of March. Hey, can't change the past, but we can maybe learn from our mistakes. And I told you guys my goal is to be one of the first YouTubers to have a 100-year-old birthday. And you guys are all going to be with me. So if you're older than 60, you better plan on being around a while. And we're going to have one big party on the channel. I told my husband, he's 7 years older, that he has to live to at least 107, 108, so he can be at the party too. But I can't change the past, but I want to tell you some things that I wish I could turn the clock back on, but I would love if young people would listen to these because I think they'll help. First one is, don't share your personal life. Keep it to yourself, because the more you open up, the more, I'm not going to call it unsolicited, because if you open it up, guess what? You open yourself up to other people's values and advice. But keeping more of your personal life personal, because when you open up and you share things, you get everybody's values and opinions thrown on you, which can cause confusion, rather than making your own decisions and being confident in that. So that first one is basically really being a lot more cautious about who I'm sharing with. I've always tended to be an oversharer and people pleaser. So that would be a big thing that I would definitely have worked on. Number 2, start investing money earlier and really prioritize savings / investing in emergency fund. Now, one thing, I've always been good about paying my bills. I've never ever in my life, even once, been ever behind on a bill, okay? I've never been late on a bill in my life. But that doesn't mean that I was really good with money, because I overspent and bought things that I didn't need and other people didn't need. And instead of creating a budget and saving and investing, I was told at an early age, you know what, in order for you to have money for retirement, you have to set aside this amount or you're not going to have enough. I understand that, but guess what? I keep telling everybody this. It doesn't matter what you make. Even if you don't make a lot of money and you even go through your budget with a fine-tooth comb and all you can come up with is for investing is $50 a month, and then you have $50 for an emergency fund, and that's all you can do right now currently, temporarily, then do that, okay? Because it's better than nothing. And just because you can only put that now, 6 months, you might, get more income at that time, whether it's through a side business or whatever. But do something. It's better than doing nothing. A lot of people, and I had this, it was an all or nothing attitude. If I couldn't do what I wanted to do, I figured I might as well not do it at all. Okay, number 3, get a better college degree. I do have a bachelor's degree in sociology, but then, and I did take some classes for my master's, but I didn't really utilize my college degree. It's in criminal justice, which I know you're going, what? Could you imagine me as a police officer? I know you're going, no, I can't. And then I went on to paralegal school. It was kind of boring. It was a lot of reading, and I just really didn't enjoy it. And so get a college degree where you're going to actually get a job. And, my biological mother, you guys know, many of you may remember I'm adopted, was a nurse, okay? I always, when I was younger, I wanted to be a nurse. I would have done something like that, or teacher, something where I could get a better paying job, and something where it was more inflation proof. There are jobs out there that you don't have as high of a chance of getting laid off as other jobs, if that makes sense. So get better education, some type of degree where I would have a better job that I could have for a longer period of time, if that makes sense. Okay, number 4, stay a healthier weight. Doesn't even have to be skinny, but stay a healthier weight and quit going up and down in my weight. That would be number 4. Number 5, spend less money on stuff and more money on experiences. That would be big, and that's something I think I want to do now. I've traveled a lot. I don't really have time right now to travel, but I do want to spend a little money on some experiences. We are going to be going to a Titanic exhibit. I'm looking forward to it. I actually want to go to this some type of exhibit, like a Jurassic Park exhibit. That sounds really fun to me. So I think I would really enjoy that. And number 6, last but not least, learn more skills and step outside my fear and step outside my comfort zone more. Those are the things that I wish I could do over again, the things I tell my younger self. It doesn't mean I still can't work on these things now, right? But those are things that I would love young people to learn, and hopefully it may help them. Let me ask you a question. What are some things you wish you could tell your 18-year-old self? That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you on tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.